Welcome to Ann Arbor and the Big House, home to one of the most storied programs in college football and the first one to win 1,000 games, the Michigan Wolverines. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? The Royals will get this season underway as toe meets leather. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Wolverines offense will have the first possession of the game. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get...
Hit the gas, kid! Wide open ahead. The 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Michigan! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Royals offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Beebe. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. And the Royals line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fields the punt, wants to make a play, puts him in the spinner and moves on. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it. Working that left side now. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Making great decisions. That's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy, can't remember, drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about Eric.
Got some room in it to the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the offense onto the field again. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Back to pass, it's Beebe. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down. The Royals will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets a block. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball down.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I bet this coaching staff is jacked up to get this offense firing so fast early in the season, on point. A lot of times it takes time to build the rhythm. It takes time to get it rolling. This offense starting the season off with a bang.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Beebe. Takes the easy one to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab. Running toward the tape. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Royals! Lining up for the PAT. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive. Team, just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. He wants to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Fires the pass. Intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. He's 100,000.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping two hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. The QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with this one.
Man, what an opening quarter for this offense. They've got it again, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines!
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and an ability up front and a belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Looking to pass. It's Beebe. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Fast, physical, and disruptive, Michigan has a rich and storied history of guys up front who can make life miserable for a quarterback.
Just dudes. I mean, guys that win matchups. Guys that, you know, if it's going to be a pass rush on the outside, one-on-one on a tackle, they can go get him at the defensive end spot. And we can mention names, and Hutchinson recently, one of the higher picks in the NFL draft, but always guys that play the same way.
He's got the back in the middle. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. And the Royals will punt it away on 4th down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Now on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Looking to take a shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. Got his man downfield. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Michigan!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Wide receiver shows motion. From the gun, the ground game. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it then? Well, you call it so 3rd down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options are on the table.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Here's the return. Makes a move. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Quarterback checking the play. Dropping back, it's Graves. Swings it out to his running back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the credit room so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. The other side, well, they're just taking that right to the face.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. First down here for the offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. Finds the tight end. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Royals will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Wants to return it. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll throw it on 1st down. Lofts one high and deep. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. Looking for a man, it's Graves. Quarterback extends the play. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Man, I love the decision-making right there. Like, drop back to pass, look for your shots. You don't see it, tuck it, get positive yards, makes the next down even easier. That is a great heads-up early down play for this QB.
And it's caught! Touchdown, Michigan! That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost it.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. He's going to pass. They're trying to get to it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Picks up 7. 3rd down coming.
He'll throw on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And the Royals have it with a 1st and 10.
Timeout, Royals.
They want to just keep throwing it. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
And the pass hits, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get...
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on 3rd down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Royals will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Slips through the line. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to throw, it's Bailey. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Let's see if he settles down. A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Spits it out to the back. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Royals decide to punt it away. He's got it. He's got great speed. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
In other schools around the country, Slippery Rock, 45.
Line gets set, first down.
35.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Stands in and takes the hit. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. After misfiring, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Wolverines are threatening in the red zone. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan! And the pummeling has started.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they've been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop you.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
He's got it on the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Wants to throw. It's Bailey. Coming after him. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Royals will line up to punt it away.
Let's make some noise in sports area.
He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's right on target. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. They'll try to get the first through the air. Out of the backfield, he's open. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
Really nice job there as the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on third down, setting up first and goal.
Get it out on the screen. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he...
Touchdown Wolverines! And the route is on. If these guys wanted to make a statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop him. No, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The run from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line, pick up a 4. They're facing a 3rd down. To the air, it's Bailey. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. Bringing it back, the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Michigan. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. On 1st down, here comes this offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Makes the catch. Tackled immediately after the catch. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the catch. It's Haynes. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. And the Royals will send out the punt unit. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do.
And he makes the catch inside the 20. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the stomping has commenced. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing, he's working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. If they have any intention of getting this drive going, they better come up with something on 2nd and long from the 10. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Pocket starts to collapse. Works the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The Royals send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Makes the tackle, really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. And the Wolverines line it up with a 1st and goal. He'll keep it himself. Touchdown, Michigan! Michigan. And the punishment has been extended.
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week one sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
First down here for the offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Hall. He's off to the races. Inside the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Royals!
Number 1.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
Royals, 14.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Line gets set, first down. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. Still running at the 40. And he breaks into the open. Past the 20. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the beatdown has ensued.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going up top on first down. Lofts one deep down the right side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Royals!
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get it.
It's complete. A huge pickup. Can anyone catch him? Touchdown, Michigan! And the pummeling has started.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Offense set on first down. Looking to move it through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Got his man on the right.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now, and they may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside, probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback.
And they got him for the sack.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought he was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
Catches it at the 30. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And there he goes. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Here comes the offense on first down. They get him down, tough run, picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result,
headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the route is on. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Looking to go up top on first down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They come to the line, hoping to get some of that yardage back from the 17. To throw, it's Bailey. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Oh, picked off. Taking it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Pulls it in. It's Durham. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
He wants it all. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
And the offense will take that gift, set up right on the doorstep, 1st and goal with the 1. Touchdown, Michigan! And the stomping has commenced. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw it. They're bringing heat. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Scanning the field, it's Bailey. Moving out of the pocket. Short gain on the play before he slides. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Pressure coming. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And the Royals will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Corrals it at the 45. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's a...
Got enough space. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the punishment has been extended. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Touchdown, Michigan! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. First down for this offense. He'll start this drive firing. Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down and run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Let's see what they've got on second down. To the air, it's Bailey. Getting some heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. He'll try to do it himself. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. The Royals line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes a move. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like...
Deep shot for the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Now 2nd and 10. Quarterback will audible. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And he pulls it in at the 15. They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. They'll throw it from the red zone. Trying to get to it. Feeling some heat. Oh, it's a fumble. And the offense will get it back, and they'll also get the win. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out